morning and welcome to MiHCM's Behind the Screen. I'm Marianne David, and here with us at MiHCM today is a renowned HR transformation expert, automation enthusiast and investor Akshat Joshi. Hello Akshat, and thank you for joining us. Akshat is the CEO of Lighthouse Consulting and specializes in HR transformation, people analytics and digital HR solutions. Today, we plan to pick his brains on the way forward for corporates looking to transform and thrive. To start off, Akshat, in layman's terms, what is HR transformation all about and why is it important?
That's a great question. HR transformation, in the simplest terms, is about improving the efficiency and effectiveness of the HR department. By efficiency, of course, we mean doing more with less. This means more efficient processes, more streamlined workflows. That's where technology and automation plays a big role. So therefore, bringing down the cost of delivering HR services. But that's not where it stops. The effectiveness part is just as important. This is about setting the right HR strategies, be it recruitment or talent management or employer branding and those kind of things. So for organizations to sort of figure out what their priority areas are and what will give them the best business outcomes. The reason it's important is because you need good business outcomes. You need a solid people strategy, you need a solid people technology foundation and those kind of things.
Okay. What are the key components of a successful change management strategy when it comes to digital HR transformation?
Yes. Change management is probably, I'll say the secret sauce of HR transformation, right? When we talk about HR transformation, we tend to over-index or overthink about strategy and processes and policy and technology. But the fact is that most organizations have been working in a certain way for many, many years. And when you try and change that, you try and change the way people work, there is resistance, right? Everybody is afraid of change, right? Or at least concerned, right? And so change management, therefore, by letting people know why this is good for you, why this will be a better way of doing things, that I think plays a crucial role in HR transformation success.
And what role does leadership play in driving this transformation?
Almost central to it, When we talk about HR transformation, we're not just talking about the HR department here. Now remember, HR actually serves everybody in the organization, right? So leaders have to not just endorse, but be seen advocating for the change. Right? They have to explain to their employees, why are we changing things? Why is this good for you? Why it's good for the business? And so they have to put their weight behind it, right? At the same time, there are some decisions that can be complicated, especially on the process design side of things. And that's where leaders play another important role by basically being fearless, being open to new ideas, and therefore saying, no, we will change and this is the new ways of doing things and we endorse that. So those two roles, I think.
Right. What are the main challenges you've come across in digital HR transformation? How do you overcome them?
Well, one of the biggest challenge is accepting the new ways of doing things. And we just talked about change management a while back. It's all, when you start an HR transformation program, you start with the best of intentions. What happens many a times is that when you look at the leading practices and you look at the new ways of working, they can appear to be quite different from how you do things today, right? So that can create some kind of friction in the organization. So that is one big challenge. The other challenge can be more on the technology side of things, can be on the data, right? We have all the great technology in the world now, but if your data is not clean, if your fundamentals are not there, it becomes a little bit difficult to get the maximum value from your technology investment. So I always say, focus on the change management part of it, focus on the data part of it. Technology is okay. I mean, we can implement the technology if we have those two things covered.
Okay. Once these issues are addressed, how would you define success in a digital HR transformation project?
That's another good question. Success depends on the organization, the definition of success. When you start an HR transformation program, it's very important to be clear about the primary objective, like why are you doing this, right? An organization is investing their time and money behind a transformation program, it's not always just about efficiency and cost reduction. That's a misconception. It could be an objective, right? Like if your stated objective is cost reduction, then you'll measure the cost of running HR before and after. But it could be more things. It could be a growth-related agenda. Let's say your organization is going to hire a lot of people. You're going to multiply and grow. You're going to enter new markets. In that case, maybe it's about how quickly you're able to recruit, how effective your recruitment is. It could be about performance management, right? It could be about succession planning. So initially, when you start the transformation program, my advice always is be very clear on what your primary objective is as an organization. Why are you doing this? And that should give you the measure of success before and after kind of a measurement.
Right. What strategies do you use to ensure employee buy-in and engagement? And how do you measure the impact of transformation in terms of employee satisfaction and productivity?
Well, buy-in and engagement is all about understanding firstly what the impacts are, right? Understanding the change impacts deeply, understanding what it means for the various stakeholder groups, and then communicating, right? So let there be no secrets. Let the employees know this is what's coming, this is why it's coming, here's the benefits for you, here's how things will change for you. And I think having that early communication, having that leadership support is extremely important, and that's how you generate buy-in and engagement. Influencers, change agents play a big part in this, right? So within the organization, there can be a lot of opinion leaders. There could be people who are well respected, and if they are seen advocating for the change, normally employees will get behind that.
So MiHCM helps organizations embrace digital HR and work-tech solutions, serving an international clientele of over 1,000 companies. How do you view our solutions and our approach to digital transformation?
Well, I've been associated with MiHCM for a couple of years now, actually. MiHCM as a technology is every bit as good. I'd say it's at par with the leading solutions out there. In terms of the value that it gives you, I think it's exceptional. But also, I think what I find extremely interesting about MiHCM is the fact that it's integrated into the Microsoft ecosystem so well. So if you already are on Microsoft ecosystem for your Office 365 and those kind of things, the kind of integration is excellent, right? Also, the new investments that MiHCM has made on the artificial intelligence side of things. So previously it was Mia, the chatbot, that's pretty good if you ask me. Now we have Smart Assist as well, which I think is pretty amazing in terms of how we can, get to the next level of analytics with Smart Assist, for example. So I think all these investments into the new areas, constantly keeping our MiHCM software updated and in the market, I think that's a great thing.
Thank you. Moving on to the technologies of today and looking to the future, what are the most critical technologies driving digital HR transformation and automation now, and what are the emerging trends that you see?
Right. So at the moment, there is a little bit of a rebalancing going on,
right,
when it comes to technology, right? Of course, I have to say artificial intelligence. Everybody is mentioning it. It's the buzzword of the day. But I think that will happen, but maybe not now. What's happening now is organizations that have already invested in HR transformation in technologies, they are reassessing if they need to upgrade the way they do things today, right? So there's a lot of automation going on at the moment. I think artificial intelligence is on the horizon, actually. So it's not a million years away. It's probably a few years away. And I think things will change quite dramatically when we have the more powerful AI engines available and they make commercial sense. I think things will change quite dramatically.
Okay. So to close, it's time for some advice from the expert. What advice would you give to HR professionals looking to embrace digital transformation?
Well, I think these are very exciting times to be in the HR profession. HR used to be a control and administration function. That was it. It's just payroll and time and attendance. Those days are gone. It's a strategically important function now. Your people strategy matters a lot. There's also a lot of opportunity to learn new things in the world of HR, right? We just talked about how automation and artificial intelligence might change the field, the game quite a bit. there's a lot of upskilling opportunities available here. So it's not the HR of 10 years back, 20 years back, which is, more or less mindless number crunching and processing. There are a lot of learning opportunities in the world of HR, and that would be my advice. My advice to HR professionals would be in touch with technology, be in touch with the latest trends and developments, and there's a lot of learning opportunity here.
Thank you so much for joining us, Akshat.
Thank you, Marian.
Thank you.